basically they're all stripped of normal pop production. So most songs are, if they're radically different, they're slowed down, like I Should Be So Lucky. Songs like Confide in Me or Can't Get You Out of My Head are still pacey. There's still kick to the album, but it's just sonically, it's different to anything I've done.
Tell us about Flower.
I wrote it when I'd finished the first part of my, like the grueling part of cancer treatment.
Yeah.
And I was told then, we need to inform you that we can't predict the future,
whether or not you'll be able to have children.
Whether it will be possible for you. So I guess I wrote it as a question, and it's still a question, but it's a hopeful question. And I just felt like it's like a love letter to a child or a spirit that may or may never be, but just kind of putting it out there.
Obviously, really tough things you must have gone through during the cancer and all the rest of it. Was that the toughest thing, to kind of be facing whether or not you're going to be able to have children in the future, or what was it?
I think the toughest thing is making sure that you get through it first, and then all the other things. I mean, I'm always quick to say that everyone's story is different. I was certainly presented with. The word options used to drive me. I just wanted to, like, I don't want to know about options. I want things the way they were. And then you have to I have to come to terms with the fact that things will not be the way they were. It's that simple, that there's no normal, it's the new normal.
I've got friends who have breast cancer at the moment. What is your sort of message? What would you say to them if they're in that difficult place?
A good piece of advice I was given at the time was, be a little bit selfish, and I'm not that kind of person, so I had to kind of go, it's okay, sit back, let people, I mean, you can't really do much yourself anyway, but let people take care of you. They want to as well.
Of course they do, yeah.
I mean, to a point, I remember like taking, I had to take notes of everything, and I was lucky my mum was with me for most of the time. And so, I can't imagine how difficult it is to be a parent in that situation. I think it might be even more difficult for them than it was for me. But she started to make lists, and I said, I have to do this, I have to make the list. So I'm kind of contradicting myself, saying, let people help you, but also take control of what you can. So...
that's extremely good advice, Kylie.
Yeah, and everyone says, stay positive. I would say that, but if you're going to feel low, just try and share that with someone, and there'll be waves, but you've come through it.
Worse now than it was with paparazzi and stuff, or how is it now?
There's definitely days I would like to just go for it, just a walk. But there's not that many days I can do it, but do I want to take a walk with 5 motorbikes with paparazzi on the back? Probably not.
Would you like something done about it? I mean, can we change that, do you think?
I don't think that can be changed. Really? I think, privacy laws should be looked at for sure. But, it's just a heightened version of what it used to be. It's funny to think of the old days where...
You thought it was bad?
Yeah, we thought it was bad then.
Yeah.
So, it's, everything looks a bit better looking back. But the photographers did have to know how to use a camera and put a roll of film in, and I just think that it's so funny that they would have been like, is this the moment? Do I click it? Because then I've got a time putting another roll of film in, and whereas now it's just like, don't even have to look where you are. So it's just different.
Looking ahead, you've got so much on at the moment. You've got this album, you're writing a new album as well, are you?
I'll start work on the next album next year, yeah.
Okay, and writing a musical as well?
Musical has been very slowly in production, but the idea of a Kylie musical is very exciting.
You and Jason, are you going to perform together?
I really should, because this question will not leave me alone, which is great.
You could get it over with, couldn't you? You would have to answer it.
Well, if the gods hadn't rained down upon us that day, it would have happened. And when the concert was cancelled in Hyde Park, I just felt I was gutted for everyone, because I'd seen people tweeting that they'd made a T-shirt. You know, some people were going to come in the brim hat from my first album, and they've got a concert set up later on in the year, and I'm just saying I hope to join them. I really do.
It is an absolute pleasure to meet you. Thank you for talking
Thanks
to us
a
on
lot.
Breakfast, Kylie. Really
Thank you.
lovely to meet you.
Bye.
Thank you.